But it's interesting that this subject was studied through a more quantitative or positivist approach in terms of hypothesis testing, rather than the more ethnographic or in-depth interview methods that I might be used to.
Do you think food is one of the cultural aspects that present our behavior, our thought, or symbolism?
Food is an integral part of who we are, and research suggests that when we move to another country, our food habits are often the last thing that we leave behind, or maybe it's the one thing that we seek to maintain. It's because it's so much linked to social relationships, to memory and nostalgia, to our experiences growing up, maybe even our regional identities in terms of regional foods. So I think it's an integral part of our lived experience.
My name is Giuseppe and I run the cookery school. I've been chefing about 25 years.
Can you share your experience when you face with the cultural difference between the Italian food and British food?
Oh yes, lots of difference. Like for example in Italy, we go our national foods, but also Italy is divided in different regions, and each region they got their own foods, which it make a little bit more and more complex. We use vegetable because that's what we grow, fish because that's what is around us, not much meat. Our tradition back home is very strict and very classic, but it starts to get a little bit more innovative and different, but we still stick with the traditional classic. Here in England, again, there are they got their own dishes, but are completely different than where I come from. But you get used to, you start to know the products, and then I start to adjust on my own way and try new things.
How plating of food can reflect your lifestyle or your habit or your typical culture?
Basically, again, back home in Italy, the main thing for us is the foods. We don't look after that much the decoration or presentation. It's very simple, but the main thing is the foods.
So it means that you focus more on the flavor and for the decoration and simplicity, the betterity. Is it right?
Yeah, I mean, I like a little bit. For example, sometimes I use little flowers, and which is quite pretty, delicate. But again, in Italy, the main thing for them is the foods. You find a slice of lemon or a piece of lettuce. That's it.